now it's not working over here. My camera got all screwed up. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. Uh, okay, now the YouTube. Let's see what YouTube is doing here. Okay. Okay, YouTubers, can you hear me okay? Oh, you're not on yet. Okay. Now this camera's getting all screwed up. What is going on here? Oh, that's the old one. Okay. Let's get rid of that old one. Okay. Okay, can you hear me on YouTube yet? God, that's still bizarre. 5 watching now. Can you hear me now? Okay, that looks good. But do you hear me on YouTube? I don't see any chat yet. Yeah. Oh, Charity, you can't hear me. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Okay, and members hear me. Okay, I'm going to put a bunch of things in the chat that would be helpful, I hope. The things I want to talk about. So let me actually here. This is a link. I want you to know how to make a living in your kitchen. Now you can make like $100,000 a year cooking stuff and selling them. And I have a report here that shows you how to do it. And it costs no money to do this, okay? And there's all kinds of help. I mean, maybe, you know, if you pay $100 or something like that to get going. But also videos to how to do it. And so if you have a recipe or something, like there's people in our apartment building that just bake great stuff. And I think they could sell this stuff. My mom sure could. She is the best vegetarian cook. Well, see, this link will tell you, see that link that I just put up there. And then I have another bunch of links. Let's see, where are we? Okay, here they are. Yeah, another bunch of links that I came up with today. They're all new. Okay. Okay, so here are the other links we'll talk about. Okay, now I'm going to put them in YouTube so you have them in the YouTube, folks. Okay. And then make money selling your cakes. How do you like that? Slapping the cakes on you. Somebody in a jazz song there. Start selling cakes online today. That's what it is, okay? So about cakes, I'm going to put that in here. Okay, we got that saved, I hope. Okay, Christopher, man, I can't believe you're still going on this game. Oh man, I got something to do for the rest of my life here. But most important, first of all, today is the 4th of June, right? And the 4th of every month, we're now giving out $20,000 in grants to members. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, remember to apply for our grant. It's a deadline today, and you'll see it on the left-hand side, the grant deadline. The application, I assume, works, but don't worry, just fill that one out that you see there for the 4th of the month. That's the 4th of the month application. So you want to fill that out because we're going to give out $20,000. I mean, we give out a total of $50,000 every month. So if you don't get it this month, you can apply next month. And then the next grant that we give out is on the 15th of the month, and that's for car repair. Then we give out another chunk of money on the 20th of the month for rent. And then on the 30th, we give out 30 laptop computers. So they're the goodies just for being a member that you all can apply for. How is everyone this beautiful day? It is a beautiful day here, Chair. Who's that? Jonathan, right. Anthony, all good here too. Noeline, is that it? Noeline? Beautiful name, if I could say it right. Can someone confirm that I am a member? If you're here, you're a member. I applied to all the Let's Go grants and want to make sure they are legit. Well, yes. If you got in here, you can't get in unless you paid your $20. So you're here a member. If you really want to get an official, it's Magic Mary. So send an email to Magic Mary if you're a little paranoid. Don't blame you. I make a lot of mistakes. So Magic Mary, her email is letsgohelp@gmail.com. Okay. Let's Go Help. Gotta know how to spell help. Help me spell help. Help me, somebody. Okay, let's go help@gmail.com. She'll straighten it out. I won on January 23rd. See, charity. That paid for a few months for her. And no, it's legitimate. Hi, Don. Hello, everyone. I've not been aboard from the start, and I'm determined to get started and focus on learning this platform. I like Matthew is saying and doing. Appreciate you always, Matthew. Peace and blessing. Don, what do you want to do? See, that's the key. I mean, there's close to 1 million websites that give out free grants, okay? And don't forget, all the people that really give out free grants, or maybe there's some exceptions, but 99, 44, 100% are from the government, which is .gov, or the nonprofit, which is .org, okay? So org or gov. And right, start selling cakes online today. See that link in the description. And on YouTube, I put it in the description on YouTube so you could get it there too. And there's a great video of this guy. Here he is. Here he tells you step by step how to sell any food from your kitchen. You know, if there's spices and oils and all that, or biscuits, chocolate, candy, and cake that you could bake at home and sell it, and what the rules are and who to follow it. And there's, you know, how Etsy, you know, ETSY, you could sell food there. You just have to go by the regulations, and I have you the regulations there for Etsy. Now, here's a great website. It's called Shop Cast Iron, SHOP, cast, CASTIRON, you know, like a cast iron frying pan, something like that. And they have a great report that takes you through that process on how to do it. You don't have to do anything. Just follow what is there and watch this guy's video that I have here, a YouTube video. What to sell, 6 figures. See? He said he'd make $100,000 selling this stuff. Now, I'm sure that won't be the start, but it can grow to that, and that's what it is. And so that means you don't need funds. You just have to know the process. See, before, at least when I was growing up, if you wanted to sell anything, you had to open a store, right? So that would cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to open a store. Or you sold it to a company that sold it, So you sell it to Safeway or something like that. And then they have to sell, and that's a big distribution problem, And so that's huge. You have to be a big company to do all that stuff. But now it's so easy to make income like that by selling something. You could go, and there's plenty of websites besides Etsy, ETSY. You have something unique you want to sell. You have a store for $20. That's right. That's all. You follow their rules and regulations, how to do this, and you have a store, $20 a month. That's it. Okay. Now you have to bake the stuff and put it on your store. Okay. And you probably need help for that if you're not used to it. But if you spend $50 to do that, would be a lot. Maybe $100 would be outrageous. $200-300 crazy. But how do you do that? What I do is I go to a website called Fiverr, 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 Fiverr. You go to that website called Fiverr. I also want a computer and a car repair grant. Boy, I think I have to give you one of my children too, or something. I want to generate. Wow. I feel like I forget his name. That actor said, "Wow, I didn't know that." But selling something now. I mean, that's how you create income. You have some special you sell, then you go to farmers markets and stuff like that and put up a little booth to sell things, and people make money that way. And it's themselves, and they're sharing their heart and soul and everything. That's fun when you enjoy doing something and making money. Man, what can be better than that? And that's what I see, and that's what I hope we can do, is show you how to do those kinds of things and what help is available when you do need money. You need money like to pay your bills, your rent and stuff like that. Well, we show you where that is in your local community. The programs, there has to be 50 to 100 programs in every community, and that helps people with rent or utilities or whatever. So look at that link. It's a link to a report, that this is the report. It shows you this video, and then all the other things, how to sell cakes online today. That's a report. Requirements for selling food on Etsy. That's a report. Service that helps you sell baked goods from home. Cakes.fi. Now this is a little expensive, but to see the kinds of things that are out there. Then what I have here too is a report that shows you about 25 people who made successes that way. So the people in this report, and you can download it, it has the link there. Rosalina's Sweets, she's from Fargo, North Dakota, and that's she did. Maureen Foley lost Red Hen Cannery as a homegrown jam and marmalade company. Uses surplus fruit from the family farm. How do you like that? Pop of Cake. That means she's an artist who creates an intricately designed cake pops. That's a cake on a stick, like a popsicle, but it's a cake. And it tells you all about how she did it, whatever. So that's in here, all these people. Here's Drew Davis. He turned a high school project into a hot sauce empire, all in his kitchen. That's what's going on. Christina Padrazzo. She invested her savings to launch a mobile dessert shop. See, you can do those things. It takes focus, and it takes you getting the right help, and that's why what you do, if you remember, you go over to Unlock My Goals, and Unlock My Goals, you'll see a listing of how to get free help to start a business, no matter where your business is, no matter how much money you have or whatever. The Whisk Chick. She launched her home-based cake business, the Whisk Chick, in 2021. Her intricate cakes design and engaging social media presence have garnered millions of likes and turning her baking hobby into a successful enterprise. Her story was highlighted on CBS. See, here, Tiffany, the Pink Crumb. Tiffany, a wife, mother, and grandmother, started the Pink Crumb as a home bakery. Over time, she expanded her venture into a thriving business and found the largest community of and founded a community for home bakers. Okay, so she started a community. You get into some stuff, man. There's really a lot of fun in there. Sugar spoon desserts gained significant attention after her custom dessert was featured on The Bachelorette. Wow. Mia Bakes, a teen entrepreneur. Mia began selling slices of her homemade coffee cake at the Toledo Farmers Market, balancing school and business. She turned her passion into baking profitable venture, demonstrating that age is no barrier to entrepreneur success. Toledo or the New Haven Register. Here, Janie's life-changing baked goods in New York. She transformed her life through baking, overcoming addiction and homelessness to establish Jenny's life-changing baked goods. Her bakery gained national attention, including features on Good Morning America. Wow, so she was homeless and an addict. Now she's a star. Okay. She founded this bake shop, Black and LGBT-owned bakery in Seattle. She started during the pandemic. She focused on creating an exclusive space offering variety of baked cakes and goods and pies. And duck cutlery, oh, I know, the surrey on top. A mother-daughter duo, Tracy and Daniel, founded Wicked Goods Cupcakes, gaining national fame after appearing on Shark Tank. See, you could do that. You got an oven in the kitchen? Man, just started, okay? Little bakery, it's Lindsay's, that little bakery in San Antonio. Creates cakes for more than just desserts. They're centerpieces and gatherings and celebrations. Her offerings include indulgent treats like chocolate lover cake and dreamy carrot cake, each layered with care and flavor. Beyond the home-based business list, she operates a mobile dessert trailer. See? There's always a way to make a buck in America. Courtney Post started Bakety Bake after having her first baby and was on her way to earn extra income and be creative. It began as a home-based bakery. Then she sold custom decorated cookies. After baking and decorating thousands of sugar cookies, she found a market for it that was lacking meringue powder for making royal icing. That was easy to use and tasted good. After months of experimenting in her home kitchen, she developed a recipe for meringue powder that quickly became a staple in the cookie business. See? Now, why don't you do it? Because you got to do something. You can't sit there, and you don't have to wait until you're perfect. Just grab something and start figuring it out. Just take one step at a time and you start building it. The first step you want to take is go over, to unlock my goals in Let's Go Help and download the report for starting a business. And it tells you who to call, what to say to the people in your business, in your community, right there in your in your neighborhood that get grants to help you figure out how to start a business. So they're getting paid to help you be a success. They get paid. The government's paying people to help you be a success, okay? And that's what they're there for. Don't go to Google. That's your kiss of death. Google will just show you how you have to spend money to do all these things. You don't. You go to letsgohelp.com. Everything we send you will never charge you money. Right, we never send you a link. We screw up once in a while. And at my age, it's maybe more than once in a while. So make sure you know what's out there. All this talking about cooking is making me hungry. Yeah, especially desserts. I'm a dessert junkie. But I got some other items here I want to talk to you about. Now, here's in St. Louis. They're having more rent money. They're creating more rent grants and deposit money. People are losing their homes, their rents in their apartments or whatever, the houses they rent, and they're running out of money because the economy is so bad and inflation is still high and wages are still low. So that's a train that's not meeting. And so people are tough out there. And we have more people in poverty now in this country than any other developed country. So that's why this is what our grant is today. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, you can apply to our grant. We're giving out $20,000, and you have to apply by the end of today, okay, to get that $20,000. So make sure you apply if you're a member. If you're not a member, you can go to letsgohelp.com. So go to letsgohelp.com and apply for our 4 o'clock, June 4th grant. Make sure the link is there, okay? But see, St. Louis is people are losing their apartments and stuff. So what they're doing, a special, the local government there came up with money to give to pay rent and deposit. So you could go and rent a new place if you don't have a place to live now, okay? States raising income. Oh, here's another thing. Utility companies are going to start raising rates on their utility bills. So that's going up. And also what's going up, here we have in New Jersey, what they're doing is increasing the income requirements, not increasing, making them higher. It's not it's less requirements. So you could make up to like, usually $50,000, $60,000, depending on where you live and things like that, at least for the major programs. But there's dozens of programs. If you can't pay your utilities, you have no excuses because there's probably 100 places to call. And to find those places to call that help you with utilities, if you're not a member of Let's Go Help, you go to findhelp.org. So findhelp.org, okay? And you put in your zip code, then you put in utilities, and gosh darn it, there'll be over 100 organizations, that will help you with utilities. And they're all there to help you. And that's why this is the love we have in our country. We live in a country where people love each other. Not everybody, but enough. Because 40% of everything in our country is people giving you free money. You realize that? 40%, if you see the whole economy, 40% of that economy is people giving you free money and free help. 60% is Google. That's the capitalism, where they want to get money from you. You have to pay them to get things. So you could use Google and pay somebody to solve your problem, or use the community programs, which is 40% of the economy, and they give you money to solve your problem. Now that's what we're trying to do, is teach people about that. So if you need help with bills, and particularly utility bills, they're going to be going up. Because apparently what's happening, because of AI, that's such a big thing, AI requires so much energy to create this stuff, okay? So they're building like energy factories all over the country now. So we have enough to satisfy all the AI demand. And so that means utilities go up. And so you now are going to pay more for your light bill because utilities have to help the AI people. So that's for you to, okay, so all these are in the description. So if you're watching on YouTube, I have all these links I'm talking about now are in the description on YouTube and on Let's Go Help. So they're in the chat on Let's Go Help. So you want to chat. Okay, here, what do you do when your government assistance is denied? Okay, you don't go home. Okay, you don't. You have to fight that. Thank you for the table of contents. Right? Yeah. Appeal. That's what Charity says. Appeal, or just be appealing. If you're appealing and appeal, then you got a twofer there. Then you'll surely get help. And appeal. How do you appeal? Okay, you dress up nicely so you look appealing. Put on your makeup. And then go out and be appealing. But the first thing you do is you appeal at the people who said no. Because everybody, every government office that gives out money in nonprofit organizations, most every one of them would do it too. They have a place to appeal. You don't like the results, particularly in the government, have the right to appeal. And it goes to another set of bureaucrats. So you don't get to the same people that said no. You get to another set of people who look at it a little differently and can find a loophole for you to get in there, okay? Now, if that doesn't work, then what you want to do is go your elected official, okay? These are people that could call any government agency or any nonprofit and say, hey, you screwed over my constituent. That's a constituent, is the person who votes for them. So you're in, not that you have to vote for the person, but you're a potential voter. In other words, you live in that politician's district where they represent you. So they represent you to everything in the government. So that's why it's their obligation. You have a problem with the government agency not treating you well. They're obliged to investigate that. Whether you're a donor or voter or not, you're living there. And that's what counts. So call them. The fat cats know this. Anybody can. That's what's so neat about being a democracy, as long as we have one. There's legal aid in every state that offer free and reduced legal services. Yes, lots of them. Actually, so if you go to Common Cause, find the elected officials and call them. Now, if you go to Find Help, and you put in this keyword after you put in your zip code, you put in applications. You need help with applications. Like I put in for Tampa. I went in findhelp.org, put in put in zip code for Tampa, and then put in the keyword applications, and I got 512 nonprofit organizations that help people in Tampa with applications. All kinds of things. See, all the help is there. 512 organizations that will help you with applications. 512. You're not going to find them in Google. You're going to waste time. You'll find lawyers, and everybody's going to charge you all this money. You don't. There's 500 in your zip code that will help you with applications. They're all different areas and things like that. So you have to call around to find the one for you. Okay? And that's what it is. They're not going to bounce out at you. The best way to do any of this is you call 1 or 2, 3, tell them what you're doing, and ask if they help you. And if they say, no, we don't work on those kind of issues, ask them where else, because they'll probably know better than you fishing in the sea and waiting to get a bite, because they know who does that, because they do this every day. And they talk to people in the industry every day. So they're your lifeline. They're the people that can help you, are the people that are in that database helping similar people, but not exactly like you. So you have to find people who make it exactly like you. Okay. I did something here too. I have a link. I don't think that siren's for me. So don't worry. I'll be here for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. And I have a link in here from ChatGPT. Now this, I think, particularly if you're not a member, you have to know about using ChatGPT or one of the other AIs. And it takes a little getting used to. You won't get it right. But I show you the link that is, as a result that I put in, I said, show me where I could get grants for $100,000 or more to help me buy a house, okay? Now, when you do that, when you put in something, you could say something close to that, but here are the key things you have to put in. And see, in the link that I showed you is the results. So you're going to see how to say something, and you're going to see all the results of what I got when I said that. So you could go to the same websites, and they're all free, and put it in for where you live. So I said, I'm looking for where to get $100,000 or more in money to help me buy a house, okay, and this is the key point, you have to put from nonprofit organizations or government offices, because if you don't, then you get all these yahoos from Google that know how to say that, but it's really not that, because they're a .com and have to get money from you, and you don't want .coms unless you have money. So when you don't have money, you have to stay .gov or .org. And that's what, so when you use Chat GPT or any of these AI, you say that, show me where to get money for this from nonprofit and government offices, okay? And maybe in your city, in your state. So I show you that because that's, to me, gold. Because you'll never find that in Google. You cannot get that in Google. There's no way. And that's the only thing that people were using. That's why you have to wean yourself off of Google if you want help. If you have money, stay in Google, spend your heart out. You got to keep the economy going. But if you don't have money, your obligation isn't to keep the economy going. Your obligation is first to keep you going. So what do you need? And you can't spend money to do that because you don't have money and you just get worse off. How is this not? Whom would I speak to in my area about immigration case is taking too long in Illinois? Okay, I know this is not the same. Oh, yes, it is. No. Well, here, they are, if you go right now, Jonathan, what's your zip code? What's your zip code, Jonathan? 62234. Okay. Now I'm going to go to findhelp.org. Okay. I got to put in a zip code 62234. Okay. And now I'm going to put in immigration. Oh, yes, it asks if I'm a human. Can you verify for me? Well, I got 9 organizations in your zip code that help with immigration. I mean, one is taking the test, but Immigration Services, Welcome to America, Asylum Seeker Advocacy Project. Yeah, there's some interesting. Now, what you have to do, you have to call every one of these to really find out, why is this Florida? Did I write the right one? Citizenship immigration, Florida, no. National Center for Lesbian Rights, Legal Help, 212-800, Legal Assistance Hotline, Latino Justice. Let me make sure I got that right. Okay. Okay, it's 62234. I'm going to put in rent, see what, make sure it works. Okay, 62, so that sounds about right. So now instead of rent, I'm going to put in immigration. Immigration. Okay, I got 60. So you got 60 organizations that help with immigration. Now, again, these 60 won't all be what you need, but they're close, you know, and they're near. So this is the way you get intelligence to find out exactly what it is. You call the people that are in the business helping people with immigration issues. And because they're nonprofit, they're not going to charge you. You go to a lawyer, maybe you get a free consultation once or whatever. But they're there to make money. And they're not going to let you out of the office until they do. So here, John, so there's no shortcut to just taking that list and start calling as many as you can, because they may not be helped, they may be helped, you don't know. You have to get lucky, and the only way you get lucky is making a lot of calls, okay? I've gotten help from Humane Society before for my first, oh, nice. Grant for purchasing a vehicle in my zip code. Okay, Anthony, we have, Charity, can you put up the, are you around to get the help with buying a car report for them? But what is your zip code again? 42240. Okay, let me, oh, what happened? Everything closed up. Okay. Let's see, okay. Okay, 42240. Now we have a free report. You remember asking, I get Tammy to show you this report, has dozens and dozens and dozens of sources for car and car repair, okay? And, okay, here now is for your zip code. Here's 36 organizations that help with free cars and car repair, okay? Okay, Anthony? Okay. And be prepared. You have to call as many of those as you can. Thank you, I'll look into that. All right. Okay, Anthony. I mean, that's what people have to do, unfortunately. You know, I wish it was easier or whatever, but it ain't. Now, here's another thing too: is why cities give you $10,000. How there are cities that give you money to move to their cities. I think I may have talked about this recently, and I found a story that says why. Because if they make you move there or help you to move, they give you $10,000 or whatever. See, within a few years, they found out. I think it was Tulsa. They found out that they make money because if they give you $10,000 coming in 2-3 years, you paid it back to the city already. You come back, you live there, you're spending money, you're making money or whatever. So it's investing in something that will give you money forever. So that's why you as a human could come to the city and they invest in you to give that city money forever. So that's going on. And to find out what cities do that, go to Make My Move, MakeMyMove. Make My Move. Okay, that's what you do. And also I found out Pennsylvania, where I grew up, they have what's called it's 2 days of free dental for everybody. I mean, they get in a gymnasium somewhere, they have 100, 200 dentists there that just fixing teeth all day long. That's, every state is doing something like that. What you want to do is find your state dental society, okay? So you can call 211, ask for the state dental society, and then call them or go to their website, and they'll tell you. They'll have something there for, low-income people or something like that, can't afford dental care. So that's a place. The other place you want to go to is a website called Needy, Needy, Meds, MEDS. Needy Meds. You want to go to that website and you look on savings, the tab on top. One of them is called savings. You want to go to that tab, click on savings, and you'll see medical care, dental care, and even mental care. I don't care. But the dental, you can put in your zip code and you find out the free and low cost dental clinics in your area. Free and low cost, okay? That's Needy, Needy, Meds, MEDS.org. I mean, I just got some, I had a broken tooth and got that fixed yesterday, dentist. They only charge like $50 for the whole thing, and they forget to charge me too, and I have to remind them. It's the program, I couldn't even afford it, but I want to see how they work, because I'm recommending people to do it. It's just an outstanding service. I can't believe it. So that's out there. And remember, if you're not a member, if you join now, you could apply to our $20,000 grant for you to get up to $1,000 to spend on anything. Okay, so the deadline for applying to that grant ends tonight at midnight. So get over to findhelp.org. No, letsgohelp.org. Will I be able to watch this program again? Yes, it's a video. I have to remember to put it on. After this, there's a couple I haven't put on, so I'll remember and try to do it. Tell one of our staff on the internet or something, hey, let's go put up his things, okay? Okay. Melissa, what are you after, ma'am? Melissa, what do you need help with? How can I help you, Melissa? What do you need money for? See, we have to know what you need money for. You just can't go to Let's Go Help and there'll be a magic wand that will tell you where to get money. No, there's too much. There's maybe I see about 750,000 websites that give out free money. So we got to figure out what you need money for, and then, come on, Melissa, what do you need money for? Come on, Melissa. Any help with mortgage? Yes. The first thing you want to do for mortgage is go on the left-hand side there for Unlock My Goals. Go to there, and you'll see debt and bills, that one. Click on that, follow that instruction. So first thing is to make an appointment with someone who will help you with that. And we tell you how to do that. And then what you want to do is go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, then put in mortgage. And you'll find local organizations to do that, okay? Needs a blood transfusion, okay? What's your zip code, Melissa? Zip code, sorry, 7503. Okay, two major places. You go to Find Help, put in a zip code, 77503. Okay, and then you put in pet. Oh, not Pete, pet. You're gonna get peat moss. 51 organizations, okay? Free help with pets, medical help, all kinds of food, everything. Okay, 51. The other thing you want, we have a report that has extra ones too. Let me see if I could find that quickly for you. Can I find it? Can I find it? Can't find it for you. And, okay, let's see. I gotta go to this one, and then I put pets. Okay. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay. Okay, here's a bigger report for pets. So check the 50 that's in your state or your city, and then there's more here to start looking for, okay? Finding money, what's that dental info again? Okay, Anthony, you're a member, so go over the left-hand side. You'll see Unlock My Goals, and then you'll see we have a tab there for healthcare, and it's all in there. And in that, for healthcare, there's a separate report just on dental. So that's the mother load of dental, okay? So make sure you get there. Okay, Anthony. Okay, guys, my throat's going. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I gotta go. Goodbye, Joe. Oh, me, oh, my, oh. What son of a gun. I'm going through such a crazy experience with dental. Oh, Charity. Yeah. It's been such a long time. Yeah, some of these things. And just be careful with dental grants. They're just usually schemes to get you to pay a high price. They'll give you a grant for $5,000 because they want to charge you $50,000 for doing dental work. So stay away from Google, okay? Is it normal for, you put in letsgohelp.org? Well, it's not .org, it's .com. Okay, Luke, where Let's-Go is a .com. Findhelp.org, letsgohelp.com. We charge money, $20. And be sure to apply to our $20,000 grant today. Ends at midnight. And if you're not a member, you want to join, so we can help you. Letsgohelp.com. And we have 15,000 members, actually more than that, but I'd like to be under count. there's so much bullshit in our society. You can't trust anything. So make sure, what was I saying? 15,000 members. So if you join, you get access to 15,000 members that are just here to try to help you, okay? So all we want to do is try to help you in any way we can. Direct me to grants for healthcare consulting. Jay, I'm not sure what you mean by healthcare consulting. You want to be a healthcare consultant? Then that's starting a business. And you go to on the left-hand side under Unlock My Goals, you go to start a business and you make an appointment there. They'll tell you how. And then if it's to get health care from an expert, you go to the link over there too. Next to the one on business, we have one for healthcare. And you'll see all the experts you need. And you have to call. Always call, call, call. That's how you get stuff done. Call, call, call. I have an LLC. Well, that. You don't have a business till you have a customer. So work on that first. Okay, guys. I just said, where did I? I'll be gone. Okay. Look at the home, buying a home section, Anthony. I got to run. But it's same where Unlock My Goals. We report on buying a home. And there's about 8 or 9 organizations where you live that help people without any money buy a home. So call each one of them and see how they could help you.